We begin with U.S. security officials preparing for possible retaliatory attacks at the Democratic National Convention after former President Donald Trump was shot last month. A threat assessment prepared by the FBI, the Department of Homeland Security, and other agencies says, quote, individuals in some online communities have threatened, encouraged, or referenced acts of violence in response to the attempted assassination. CBS News Homeland Security and Justice reporter Nicole Sganga is in Washington. Nicole, what details can you tell us about these threats?
Hi, Lindsay. You read the headline. The bulletin warns of retaliatory attacks following that assassination attempt on former President Trump. And it points out that the gunman in this case had searched for information on the DNC before July 13th. One of the biggest concerns, lone offenders or domestic violent extremists operating in smaller cells that view these publicly accessible locations like political rallies and campaign events as attractive targets. The bulletin even cites an incident in August of 2023, FBI agents attempted to arrest a domestic violent extremist at his Utah home after he issued violent threats to Democratic government officials, including the president. That suspect resisted arrest, pointing a weapon at FBI agents, and was ultimately neutralized by law enforcement. But the bulletin addresses other threats: ISIS-inspired terrorism, vehicle ramming, concerns about drones and human trafficking, plus food and agricultural sector vulnerabilities. Now, DHS says there are no credible specific threats to the DNC, and we should note these bulletins are routinely issued ahead of big security events, but there's no doubt we are in a heightened threat environment right now.
So heightened threat environment already, I imagine, just like it was at the RNC, security was already going to be tight in Chicago. Does this impact security at all at the DNC?
Yeah, barricades will start going up next week. Law enforcement expecting 50,000 visitors, foreign dignitaries, members of Congress, maybe a few public figures or celebrities, plus protests, as tensions in the Middle East escalate with concerns of proxy wars breaking out between Israel and Iran. Protesters denouncing the war in Gaza are expected now in full force. These groups have already gained permission for a march. It's called the March on the DNC, which will be routed near the convention, though not permanently stationed outside of it. That march is now expected to draw thousands of participants. And as was the case with the RNC, you pointed out, Secret Service remains in charge of security within the perimeter outside the Chicago Police Department, taking the lead. And while some of these protests have been on their radar for months, particularly following high-profile standoffs at college campuses, we can expect a really robust security footprint stationed along that march route. And inside the arena, of course, Secret Service has made it clear that there are a number of added security assets, personnel, technology to the DNC following the assassination attempt on the former president, plus bolstering both the president and vice president's Secret Service details.
Nicole, I want to ask you about another story because Microsoft researchers released a report today saying Iran appears to be ramping up its efforts to interfere in the November election through the use of cyber activity in particular. What can you tell us?
Yeah, this report goes beyond actually what U.S. intelligence officials have told us. According to Microsoft, Iran accelerating online activity, an apparent influence campaign targeting the U.S. election, in one case targeting a presidential campaign with an email phishing attack, though they don't say which campaign. Iranian actors have been busy in recent months creating fake news sites, impersonating activists, the beginning stages of what looks like this widespread effort to stoke division and potentially sway American voters this fall. That is particularly the case in swing states, according to Microsoft researchers. We see some evolved tactics in this report: digital manipulation, mischaracterization of content, the use of some trusted logos or labels atop false information. But this might take viewers by surprise. Microsoft noted in the report that while Iranian actors are experimenting with AI in their influence operations, those efforts, Lindsay, have largely fallen flat. So a bit of a silver lining there, at least so far.
Okay, Nicole, thank you.
Thank you.